Hello there, you beautiful faces. Welcome to the Viral Report. I'm Lamar. All right, so I just took a mini road trip from Fort Worth to Houston, and I decided to record it. I had never recorded a road trip before. You know, on this channel, I've uploaded all kind of stuff. Me cooking, I've done car videos, I've done all kind of stuff on this channel. Now, it took about 4 hours and some odd minutes to get to Houston from Fort Worth, and let me tell you, I had a blast recording this. Usually I'm the one who love taking road trips, turning up, because usually I'm getting the crack up in this thing. Alright, so, but there's not really any turn up in this video, okay, because it's just a simple road trip. But I want you all to go ahead and take a look at my little adventure, and I'll be back later on in the video to wrap up this thing. Alright, I'll see y'all in a bit.
It's 7:41 a.m.
What are y'all looking at? All right, so it is now 8:05 in the morning. I've brushed my teeth and, you know, got all that stuff out of the way. So now all I have to do is really just get dressed and hit the road. You know what? I will give you all a sneak peek over there where I shoot the Viral Report. I don't know. It's messy over there because I've been collecting a bunch of stuff for when I, you know, buy my house. So that's kind of like my little storage area over there. Maybe I can give y'all like a quick peek, maybe? Or maybe you just don't care. Let me get dressed and let's hit the road. So I am at the Tesla Supercharger here in Corsicana, Texas. Yeah, charging my car. So shows you here on the screen that it's also charging. One of the cool things I love about these Teslas is that if you insert your route or your destination that you're trying to get to, it pre-routes you on a route where all the Tesla superchargers are housed. And that's pretty cool and that's pretty convenient. That's one of the big concerns that people have. Are they going to be able to charge their car on the go? Now, this car here, which is a Tesla Model S, it gets almost 300 miles of range. And that's enough for me. You know, most of the time when I'm driving this car, it's mostly running errands around the city. I have another vehicle. It's a gasoline vehicle that I take, you know, when I don't want to have to worry about charging this thing. I really do like this car. You know, one of the things that led me to buy a Tesla is that I was tired of buying gasoline. It was just dirty and nasty, and I just wanted to get away from that whole thing there. And I'm glad I did, you know, because it's a lot cheaper to fill this thing up than my gasoline vehicle. If I was driving my gasoline vehicle, this trip would probably cost me about nearly $30. To fill up yesterday was like $9. And normally when I'm filling up to just drive around town, it costs me like $7. Alright, so it's showing here that I have enough charge to continue my trip, but I'm going to stay here just a little bit longer because it's saying when I arrive, I'll have a 14% battery, which is probably about 20 miles left on the battery, but we'll see. So it's saying here I can continue my trip. I have enough juice to continue my trip. Yeah, we'll just let it charge here a little bit longer and we'll hit the road. And as you can see, it has only cost me thus far $4. All right, so finally it is time to hit the road and I am so excited. Let's continue. All right, so we finally made it, or I finally made it, to Houston, in the Hotel Derrick is where I'm staying at. I've stayed here before, about 10 years ago. Nice view. So, that boy around for y'all. We're on the 12th floor. You can see downtown Houston in the background there. So right down the street is the Galleria Houston Mall. So we're gonna visit there tomorrow. Right now, I'm about to go meet a friend who I have not seen in about 10 years, actually, later this year. So yeah, it's gonna be fun. All right, so I'll see y'all in a little bit. Bye. All right, so I'm going to get some food, and we're gonna go down and check out here soon, and we're gonna go by the Galleria Mall, and I want to go by some sort of water wall or something like that. I don't think I've ever seen that here in Houston, so we're gonna do that, and then we'll head home. I did want to hit up some museums, but I don't want to get home too late because tomorrow's my final off day. So we reached a moment where it's time to check out of the hotel. I'm about to go down and pick up my car, check out. We're gonna hit the road. We're gonna go first by the Geraldine Waterfall Park here. Then we're gonna go to the Galleria Mall. Maybe I'll do some shopping. We'll see what kind of deals they have. And then I'll hit the road. I'm gonna stop at a supercharger right here in Houston. And then I'm gonna hit the highway heading back to Fort Worth, Texas. So let's go. Water wall here. Guessing the flags flying behind me are flying at half staff because of the Capitol shooting that happened this past weekend. So, you know, mental illness is real, guys. Check on your family, and but you know, everything that happens is not a mental illness. It's just people just wanting to do bad things. So we're here at the Galleria Mall. It's pretty nice here. All right, so we just left the Galleria Mall here in Houston, and we're heading to the car. I'm about to go charge and get something to eat, and then we'll be on the road back to Fort Worth, Texas. Let's go. To a bummer, none of the chargers are working here at this charging station. So the chargers have been out for about 4 hours and no ETA when the chargers here would be working. So the next thing is to drive about 10 miles to another supercharger. So I don't know, but I'm gonna sit here and eat my Chick-fil-A. All right, so the supercharger we were at just a moment ago, I sat there for about, I don't know, 30, 45 minutes, and the supercharger was still down, and you know, the Tesla guy was out there. He said that he was updating the software on the machines or the chargers, and he didn't know when they would be available to be able to charge everyone's vehicle. So most people were leaving. I just left. Like right now, I've got 24 miles left on my car before the battery supposedly dies. The supercharger is about 19 miles, so I got to watch my speed limit to make sure that I get there. Because if I don't watch my speed limit, we'll be stuck on the side of the road. So I just got to turn the AC unit off, and we should be fine. And watch my speed, stay about 65 or below, and I will be fine. So let's see if we make it. I've been in this situation before. We'll see. I'm supposed to arrive with 1% battery. I'm predicting that 1% battery is going to mean that I will have about 5 to 6 miles of battery life or battery range left. So we're going to have to really cross our fingers, or else I'm going to have to call the Tesla Ranger to come top me up. So let's see. I'll see you in a little bit. All right, so we made it to Katy, Texas, which was about 25 miles from where the last supercharger was in Houston. Since the battery was critically low, I've got to wait about 50 minutes now for it to charge up enough to where I can continue on to my destination, which is the next stop is actually Waco, Texas, is where it's taking me. So that it's saying that would be the fastest route to go. So I won't be hitting like Corsicana, Texas, or Huntsville, Texas. So I'll go into Waco, Texas, and then I'll go into Fort Worth from there. So I'm excited. It's a huge stretch, but we'll get there. I'm just happy that we made it to another supercharger that worked. This is a very fast supercharger. It's about 150 kilowatts of power. So yeah, we'll be on the road in no time. I've got about 254 miles to go and a 5-hour trip home. I'll see you all after the vehicle charges. We'll hit the road and stop at our final supercharger, which will be in Waco, Texas, and then on to Fort Worth. Peace. All right, so I just unplugged from the supercharger, and now I'm heading towards Waco and then to Fort Worth. I mean, that charging session, it lasted a long time, y'all. Good gosh. I mean, I've been trying to charge this car since literally around 1. It is now 4 o'clock p.m. So, yeah, it's saying that I won't get home until about 8 tonight. The one thing I did not want to do is be on the road, you know, at nighttime. So, but it looked like that's when we'll be arriving, like an hour after it turns dark or something like that. So, let's continue on the trip. Let's go! So I've made it to the Waco supercharger. So now I've got about an hour to get home. I've got to just charge here for about 30 minutes because the battery was critically low. The last time we were in Katy, Texas, the supercharger there, it charged relatively fast, but the battery was critically low. So I had to stay there for about 55 minutes because the car wanted to make sure that I had enough juice to make it to Waco, which I did. So the car did really, really well. And that's the one thing about the Tesla system. I mean, it's really smart. It knew that from Katy, Texas to Waco, the supercharger was going to be a 2-hour and something trip. So the car wanted to make sure that I had enough juice or enough electricity to get here, which it did. I'm just sitting here killing time. I played some video games on the car. Now I'm watching YouTube, catching up on the news. All right, so we're on our last road home. It's been a fun, exciting road trip, but I am tired and ready to finally get to my destination. So yeah, I've got about 86 miles to go. That's going to take me an hour and 17 minutes to reach my final destination. It should be dark outside when I reach my destination. I am leaving the supercharger here in Waco, Texas, and heading to Fort Worth. All right, I'll see you all at the final destination. All right, so if you made it this far in the video, give yourself a pat on the back, baby. You made it. Thank you all, first of all, for watching this far in the video. You know, it was a joy making the video. There was a lot of material left out because I want to turn up, y'all. I like to turn up. When I'm in my car, you know, I'm dancing and I got it going, and it's a whole party in there. And I'm like, man, I got to shoot some material, you know? So it was very, very fun. But when you're on a road trip like that, you definitely have to remember to, you know, hey, turn on the camera so you can shoot some material. Because, you know, I'll just be in there just dancing and carrying on and holding conversations over the phone and all kind of other stuff. So, you know, I'm one of those people also. I like to take trips by myself for the most part. You know, I've taken trips with groups and, you know, it just gets so chaotic. You want to do something else. They want to do something, and whatever you plan initially, it all falls apart for the most part. So I thoroughly enjoy taking trips by myself, mingling with the locals, and usually when I'm going somewhere, I'm usually traveling somewhere where there's already friends in the destination city that I'm going to, or there's family, or, you know, there's somebody I know. All right, so yeah, like I said, if you made it this far in the video, give yourself a pat on the back. You know, you made it. Make sure you hit that like, share, and subscribe button. I do have another road trip video coming up in May sometime. It could be June before I upload it. I'm traveling to Ohio, and that was a 22-hour drive in this Tesla. Y'all, I am not looking forward to the drive. I'm looking forward to my end destination because I'm going to see family in Ohio, but I am not ready to make that road trip. 22 hours, and it's usually 17 hours to get there, but the 22 hours is coming because I have to stop at these superchargers, and that's going to be about 8 to 9 supercharger stops that I have to make. So yeah, pray for me on that one. All right, so yes, I will see you all soon. Make sure you hit that like, share, and subscribe button, baby. Hope you enjoyed the video. I love you for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace. Yo, I'm gonna need you to hit that subscribe button
because we bring you nothing but the hottest topics.
Are you about to kill this man?
Pop these niggas like. Who the You dry shot me.
And then I got into an entanglement.
Quit playing. I didn't do it.
I don't know. We give you nothing but the best over here, baby.